is Destiny Brad. I am the owner and founder of Cultivating. Cultivating is a social event company located in Phoenix area in Arizona, and we host events for women to connect, all while doing activities. And today we are here with Legendary Life Media at our Girltivities members only Friendsgiving, and we are here with 20 of our members just over a nice Friendsgiving feast that was brought in by one of our private chef partners tonight, and just here to spend time, company, and gratitude in the community that we have built here. So with Girltivities, we host public events and member exclusive events. So the public events can be anywhere from like 50 to 100 people, and those are larger scale to bring anyone into our community. And then we host member only events like our Friendsgiving here tonight with usually 25 or less women, and it's a lot more intimate feel to bring in deeper connections and really get the friendships in the community. It's really how we get past surface level conversations and more so, how's your new house, how's that new tattoo, and how's your dog, because we've kind of went past the surface level conversations. And so that's really what our membership is all about. We have these usually 2 to 3 times per month for our members.
1 year. So thank you. But seriously, the support is real in this community. And even if I'm like not super close to you personally, like you all are my family. And just thank you for being here. So I'll just leave it with that, and then which way do you want to go?
All right, guys. Well, as you saw, we're here with Destiny Brad at her Girltivities Thanksgiving event. Destiny, could you just share overall what the story is behind Girltivities, how it originally got the idea, kind of how it grew from where it started in the beginning to where it is now? What's the overall kind of background and story?
Yeah, so I don't know how many details that you want, but basically it had started when I first moved to Phoenix, and I was going to GCU at the time, and I wasn't really clicking with anyone. I had transferred midway on the semester when I was a junior, and I was just trying to find my way in Phoenix. And it was actually my 21st birthday that everyone bailed on me, the people that I had known in Phoenix, and I was like, man, I wish there was a place that I could go to meet other women. I don't want to go to the bar alone, get hit on by guys. I just want to go to a safe space where I can meet other women. And so that's kind of where it started from. I had a business mentor at the time that I brought the idea to, and I was like, what should I do with this? Where should I go? And I just started and did a test event. I surveyed 100 women first and then invited them all to a test event. And that was almost 4 years ago now, and I just have never taken a month off since. It just started with me pitching my idea to 25 women and being like, what type of activities do you want to see? What events do you want to see? This is my idea, let's go for it. And the women have just showed up to support month after month. We started with 1 event per month, and then now we're at 3 to 5 per month. We have public events that are more of our larger events where we'll get 100. Sometimes our biggest has been 400 people at a market before. And then we have these smaller events that are for members, more intimate. We do 20 or less people to really get the deeper connections going and friendships and sharing. We did our sharing circle tonight, to where people can feel more vulnerable and creating those safe spaces on a smaller level. So
Something I always like to ask other fellow successful entrepreneurs or people who have kind of gone down the path and have built something. Did you ever have sort of a eureka moment? Usually at some point after you start and kind of midway through the process, but was there ever a thing that happened or something that caused you to really be whoa, this actually has legs, or this could actually be something that it could be more than just an idea. This could be a real living, breathing business or a real living, breathing thing. Was there a moment like that for you?
For sure. And I would say that was probably last year in January 2024. And that was when I had an idea late at night. It was a 2 a.m. thought, and I was I'm going to host a find a friend social, and I wanted it to be speed dating but for friends. And I hadn't really seen any events like that before, and so I decided to host it. And then I was reached out by Fox 10 News, had reached for me to come. And I think it was just like the start of that, like that really got the ball rolling, like other news features, and just kind of validating the idea almost that it could expand more than just like a small friend circle. Like it was, I mean, we had already hosted hundreds of people at that point, but still, getting on the news and actually like sharing my story with others, and really seeing the chain of events after that.
That's really cool. When it comes to what's really stood out to you, that's made the biggest difference, what have been maybe the top 3 biggest lessons you've learned that have caused yourself to grow and also the business to grow along with you?
I think the very first one I would say is to be my authentic self. I think in the beginning, like kind of being a community leader, I felt like I had to put on a face and just be the person that people wanted me to be. And it wasn't until probably like a year and a half that I decided to show up as myself, to allow myself to really connect with others. And that went a long way and started to build impactful friendships, and people starting to resonate with me even more after I was showing myself. So being authentic self would be the first one. Another one, my second lesson, would be that I realized when times get tough, when things get hard, especially like owning a company and being somewhat responsible for other people's happiness, in my eyes I am, that it's really been a good lesson to, when things get tough, to step out of the situation and to see how much impact that I or my business has on other people, and how much difference I can make in other people's lives if I continue to show up, even as much as like showing up to an event or making a social media post or telling someone a compliment can make like a big difference in someone's life. So just not taking that for granted and knowing that everyone can make a difference every day. I think the third one would be to not overcomplicate things, and to know that the idea that you have in your head of how you expect things to go, no one else can see, especially like planning events for so many people. Like I have a specific idea in my head of the way that things want to go, and even if it doesn't go that way, everyone will show up and be like, this is great, this is amazing, but I'm like in my head, this thing should have happened, or this person should have been here, and so realizing to, again, step outside of yourself and appreciate what happened and what actually manifested from your input, and if it's different than what you expected, it's still just as great.
You're for me and all of this.